ask me who I am, I'll say the baddest. I'm too much to handle, that's been established.
Hi everyone, I'm Tara Love and welcome back to my channel and my podcast, Too Much to Handle. And today I'm with a returning guest and also this episode's special co-host, Daria Duhart, my best friend. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers.
Hi, I'm Daria Duhart. I'm a student at UCF and your future speech pathologist.
I know that's right. And this episode, y'all, we kind of rehashing what we didn't get to discuss in episode 1. And we just want to thank y'all so much for over 5,000 views once again.
Thank you.
Okay. Of course, with the Too Much to Handle episode, I always explain how it is. Even though you already done been, we can just gonna do it how we do it anyways. But each episode is 2 games, one in the beginning and one in the end. The first game is specialized, so it's always updating. And the second game is a reoccurring game that I created, which is called 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. And of course, I will explain those instructions in the final I'll explain those instructions of the final game in the end of this episode. So another reoccurring segment is 2-minute rants. And I think I have a great one for this episode. And then, yeah, that's all. But you ready to get into the first game?
Let's do it.
So, of course, the first game is like both of us. Okay. But it's a relationship questionnaire. Now, I try to stay away from relationship topics on my, podcast simply because that's, I'm all about empowerment and so much other things. But I would like to know, more about how you feel about certain situations. And I would like to express how I feel about certain situations.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
I'm a little nervous, but yes, I'm ready.
So, do you feel that it is important to date within the Black race? And are you interested in having a Black significant other?
Okay, let me start off with saying you can do whatever you want, but me personally, I have to date. I have to marry. Let's say I'm gonna marry a Black man.
Yes.
I have a Black family. I think it is important because I need someone to understand me.
Right.
And although you can be a different, even different minority or different ethnicity, I don't think you will be able to understand me as a Black woman. So I don't know. I feel like there's so much to a relationship that does not need to be my problem.
Right.
You sticking up for me for something does not need to be my problem. You need to be with me. And I don't ever want to question if you are or not. Just because, one, your family, because a lot of family do kind of have a say in who you date.
Yes.
Even though you don't want it, they have a say and influence. Mm-hmm. So yes, must be a Black man.
So thanks for that answer. With me, I agree. I must have a Black conscious king. I think Daria was basically explaining that she wants someone that she can culturally connect with, and that's how I feel. I will say that I do believe in race loyalty. So to each his own if you choose to date interracially, but me, I always advocate for race loyalty, and that's what I also want for myself. And I will say this to just close off. Not only do I want a Black significant other, but I want the Black man to who wanted a Black woman from the get-go. So yeah.
And that's important. I'm so glad you said that because that's important.
But I will say this real quickly. Y'all need to stop letting y'all family be so involved in y'all relationships though. Like I'm just being honest. If you're an adult, come on.
Yep.
Operate that way. So, okay, next question. Do you agree men cheat for sex and comfort women cheat for attention and understanding. And before you answer that, I want to say that I got this exact quote: men cheat for sex and comfort, women cheat for attention and understanding, from Dr. Umar Johnson. So I want to know, do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like usually when you hear about men cheating, or your friend will tell you whatever, it's just because she looked good and he wanted to boom boom boom. But then if you like speak to a woman about it, it's like, he wasn't showing me enough attention. He wasn't doing this. So a lot of women think emotionally, and a lot of dudes just think, I guess, is it a correct word? I don't know the correct word. Like, okay, if women's, I guess,
men are physical.
Yes,
and women
yes.
are emotional.
Yes. So I do agree with this quote, doctor.
Yes. And I will say I agree, but I will say in certain aspects and extents, maybe, women do just want a one night stand. But I think for the most majority, yeah, they trying to get somebody who gonna actually care for them or show them some genuine affection. All right. So, what aspirations do you want to have for you and your future husband? Like, what's something you feel like y'all both have to, be goal oriented about?
Okay. Definitely money, because money needs to keep flowing. And in different ways, with this society, you can't just have one way of making money. So I need my husband to, one, allow me to make money, because I've met a lot of men that don't want the woman to be active or doing stuff, and I must. So I think it's very important for both people in the relationship to make money. So money, and also, I guess, wanting to do something with the money, okay? So not just making money, but also let's figure out how to make more money, or how to just do something for our kids. Yes. I don't know. It just has to be, you have to keep thinking. We can't be complacent.
Yes. Well, I agree to a certain extent, though. It's because, of course, it's not all about money. And I just need my husband to be self-sufficient, because, say, for instance, you could be, a senior executive and a merger happened, and then you're out of a job. That's true. It's like, I can't, be mad at my man for a situation he couldn't help himself. So it's like, just be self-sufficient, where I know it's like, now look at my man though. He looking for another job. He's like, so I need you to be self-sufficient. And I also need, like, for our future, for you always to want to communicate with me about everything. So whether it is financially or whether it is just personally, I want somebody who sees that for our future. We're always growing and developing.
Okay, I like that.
And building. Hello. Y'all know that. Really, I'm a whole wife. I'm just single though. So that was the end of those relationship questionnaires for the first game. Okay. Yeah, we kept it light. I told y'all, we not trying to get into all that 50-50 bullshit. I'm sorry. I said what I said. So now it's time for me to pass it off to you and get you the opportunity to ask me some questions. Okay, so I got some questions for you. The first one is, could you share some insight into your creative process when writing lyrics? I'm sorry, say that one more time. I didn't hear the last part. Could you share some insight into your creative process when writing lyrics? So I'm very multifaceted. I think I'm very versatile, because I can be inspired by so many different things. So my creative process can be impacted by that. But I think the great thing about being a songwriter, in addition to a talented singer, is that I know how to, like, do a melody myself and be like, record that on my voice memos or something to use for, future instances. Because a lot of people probably don't know that, like, some of my songs that y'all love was like literally just me like making up something one day I like put it on the phone and then went back to it and was like, actually I can use this as a hook, or I can use these lyrics. And let me give you a direct example. Realign, if y'all know that song started off just as a voice note because I wanted to say fucked up on a roller coaster type shit. So yeah, but it basically, yeah, my creative process is very fluctuating. Like, but I think that's what's great about it is that I can be inspired by anything. But of course, I just want to quickly mention that, you know, I'm always inspired by other artists, you know, Black musicians who, you know, do the same thing that I do, you know, which is, you know, try to have some sort of substance and a powerful message behind the lyrics.
That's good. I like that. Okay, so my next question for you is, what advice would you give to aspiring singers and songwriters?
So, to anyone who is wanting to be a professional, did it say singer-songwriters?
I'm sorry, singers and songwriters.
Singers and songwriters, okay. But to anyone want to be a professional singer and songwriter, I will say, don't be afraid to do your research, because I think a lot of people just be like, bet, I can sing. It's like, technically it takes way more than just the talent. It's a lot of groundwork, especially, like I said, if you want to do this professionally, you need to own your publishing, own your masters. And let me give some free game. Owning your masters is simply keeping file of your recordings. So when you go to the studio, you need to be taking a hard drive with you so you can get that session on your hard drive as a copy for yourself. But publishing, you know, you're going to have to go on and get that business started. I'm going to tell you that now. But at the end of the day, like I said, do your research. Make sure that you're properly, like, formulating yourself as an artist, because the talent, great. And you're going to work on that too. You can, you know, work with a musical coach and all that good stuff, artist development. But like I said, the business side, you need to get the groundwork and research as well. That's what I would tell to any aspiring artist. And I will say, don't worry so much about the fame per se. You know, it's not about the fame. It's about being an artist. A true artist wants to reflect the current times, as Nina Simone once said. So it's like, yeah, I am someone who hope my artistry represents empowerment, where it's like somebody was actually like, oh, that song uplifted me. At least at some point. You know, every song, of course, can't be like that. But at some point, I feel like that's how it should be.
I'm not a singer or songwriter, but when I do listen to your music, I get chills. I feel like it's like passion, you know? Yes. So you're doing great work, and keep going.
Appreciate it.
I have one more question for you.
Yes.
How do you see the future of the music industry?
So that is a good question. The music industry, I would say that it's going to keep following the same current trend, which is they're mainly focused on what's marketable. And that is unfortunate. To all, you know, artists who are truly talented but are not, you know, the standard, like I said, market type. So I will say that since it keeps happening from, you know, horrible contract labels, horrible recording contracts from labels, and basically, you know, all the give and take or whatever, where you're like literally in a 360, as they say. So it's just like, I will say that since that the overall music industry is so focused on commercial appeal and marketable trends, that's why you have to go ahead and just do, like I said, the entrepreneurial route and just do the research and start your own business. And then hope for an instance it could be where now the label is reaching out to you, seeing that you already have everything all together, simply because as an artist, I want to have complete creative control. Yeah. If I can't have that, I feel like, what can I have? Yeah. Not you tell me everything I'm supposed to do. Because that's what happens a lot of times in these label meetings, these A&Rs. They're literally like, oh, take that one off. Yep. Take that song off or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So I want to have complete creative control. And I think a lot of artists do. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Since I see the future of the music industry repeating the same patterns, I'm suggesting to take the business route yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
That was all my questions for you.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for asking. And I'm so glad that you were here to co-host right now.
No problem.
So I have some questions for you, of course, now. What inspired you to pursue philanthropy goals, and are there any initiatives in planning?
Okay, so I guess how it all started was I was working in the kitchen and found out that they were throwing away a lot of stuff. Yes. And they would donate to, I guess, a shelter, but then they would still throw out so much stuff. So I was like, these sandwiches, let me go pass it out downtown. And I kind of just like loved it. The people that I met was so just, you could tell like they spoke through like from the heart, you know, like regardless of the situation, they were very kind. You know, I ran into some like rude people, but the kindness made me want to keep going. And even the rudeness, because it's like, okay, I can show you some light, I can show you some happiness in the situation that you are in. What was the second half of the question?
And are there other initiatives in planning?
Yes. So me and Tara just started a nonprofit.
Well, technically it's in the works.
Yes.
But we plan to start a nonprofit. Yes. You can go ahead and tell them the name.
Okay. Understanding for...
Okay, actually, let me just, because I see that I'll take over on this part. But the Foundation for Educational Understanding. I'm sorry. And our website is live, which is educationalunderstanding.org. Now, anything you just want to add, of course?
Okay, in addition to our nonprofit, I'm thinking about, this will be in the future, I do want to buy land to make an apartment, a huge apartment area to shelter people who do need help. Yes. I will not be charging. You have to do service. So I would definitely be having a garden, just different things. So to stay there, you must work, whether that's sweeping or even if you are disabled and may not work, you will contribute in some way if that is teaching a child, you know? So that is in the works, but it's going to be a little bit down the line.
Yeah, that's a future goal, a long-term, long-term goal. Okay, well, I'm just figuring out about that. So, okay, that's great. My next question for you is, do you believe pursuing your master's in speech pathology is to solidify your desire to make a positive impact in education and humanity?
Yes. To be honest, I don't like school, but I know I have to. So that's kind of what's motivating me. But I'm sorry. Repeat that again.
Well, did you want to finish that thought? You said school.
No, no.
Okay, so the question was, do you believe pursuing a master's in speech pathology is to solidify your desire to make a positive impact in education and humanity?
Okay, so yes, I kind of want to focus more on the humanity part because although education is important, public school system that's another topic. Right. So when it comes to humanity, I want to teach kids like how to be confident. You know, I grew up with a speech impediment. I didn't know how to say my R's, and I was a child to get taken out of the classroom. I felt embarrassed. I felt like people, I don't know what's going on. So I think I want to empower like kids to know, like whatever they got going on, it's okay. You know, like don't be afraid. Actually, kind of, I guess, educate people about it, because I think people who don't know what's going on are kind of scared, or will make fun of you because they don't know what's going on. So I think I just want to instill confidence into people. Education wise, I would say I have to teach people how to advocate for themselves. Right. A lot of these people who have communication disorders or even nonverbal communication are not yet know how to communicate for themselves. So I just want to really just teach them that. And I also want to teach teachers how to deal with kids in the classroom who do have communication disorders without making them feel isolated. Yes. So I'm going to do advocacy all around, even in the classrooms, even in just the homes too.
So how do you feel like that doesn't apply to both education and humanity?
Well, I guess it does. Yeah, because what I will learn in the classroom, I will teach it to like the apartments that I told you I would be making. I'll teach people so is this a phase? You know, like you're not going to be here your whole life. Right. So how do you advocate yourself to get a job? How do you advocate yourself to even learn how to live on your own? Because a lot of the problem is they don't know how to survive without someone else or maintain.
Be self-sufficient.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it correlates.
Yes. Okay. Another question: how do you envision combining your academic pursuits with your goals?
Interesting.
Yes. I mean, you kind of was explaining it, but I will say, basically, are you interested in like interning for, a particular institute while pursuing your master's or anything like that of that sort?
I need to do more research on, I guess, the programs that are allowed or provided for speech pathology. Yeah. I also want to work in the deaf community as well. So I've met a ton of people. I went to this conference, wonderful conference. I need to learn sign language. I'm so excited to learn sign language.
I want to learn sign language
It's
too.
so beautiful. It is so beautiful.
And that's literally my initials, ASL.
Yeah, so, I definitely... I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yes. You said you were talking about... I'm sorry, you're doing the research and that you went to a conference.
Yes. So, I don't know. I got a lot of opportunities in different ways I can go. I know, like, I want to really focus on augmentative and alternative communication, and that's really working with people who can't even move like their hands or even like their face, and I have to teach them how to use a machine with their eyes just to pull up a letter, Right. So I think that's going to be what I'm going to specialize in, because I feel like I can read nonverbal cues pretty well.
That's great. That's great to know. I didn't know what you wanted to specialize in. So it's good to know that you're actually, looking into your master's program now and weighing your options.
Yeah. It's nerve-wracking, but you just got to do it. You just got to do it.
Hopefully you'll be back in Atlanta. That's what I'm hoping.
She wants me to go to graduate school in Atlanta. Yes. I will be looking into it because I do miss my best friend.
Yes. I'm planning to pursue my PhD, and I'm aiming for staying in Atlanta as well. So...
maybe roomies.
Yes. Okay, that was the end of those questions right there. Now it's time to get into my 2-minute rant. Y'all already know the reoccurring segment. So this topic I chose for this episode is having a menstrual cycle / eventually having menopause.
Okay, let's hear this.
So basically, real quickly, I do a 2-minute rant, of course, and then after the 2-minute rant, we can have the after talk about how you feel and what's your perspective. But let's set that timer, you guys. This always is like nerve-wracking because the time be going too fast, y'all. All right, we are starting now. So, now, God, am I gonna get a refund when I get my soul is transcended? Because why does America make us pay for pads, tampons, menstrual cups, whatever you use? Cause did we ask for this? I'm really curious to know. It's so crazy though, because why do your period have to prove each time that it's your period? Like, baby, you don't have to cramp every time. I'm used to you. I know you now. Like, every time you want to come in acting like I'm about to be on my deathbed, like, I hate it. I swear I hate it. And I've literally been praying this prayer. I'm sorry, men, but this is what I prayed, that y'all at least get a menstrual cycle once in your life at age 16. That's what I've been praying. So some of y'all older than 16, so y'all good. But if it do happen, it happens, y'all. Y'all need to go through what we go through, because it's crazy. Men will say, women are so emotional. We have the right to be. Do you literally bleed from your private area once a month? Now, some people do have irregular periods, but for the standard, it's usually once a month for a week. What the world? I call it a monthly prison sentence, y'all, because that's what it is. I did sign up for it, and I have to go through with it, but I will say, I'm not even gonna lie, it do make me believe goddesses, because this is like magical. The fact that you are a woman, you know, by the time you're in your teens or preteens, your period is coming. Like, it's guaranteed. It's crazy, but I will say about this, send the menopause for me. My mama hate when I say that, y'all. But send the menopause for me. I deal with the hot flashes instead of dealing with his blood, especially when it's summertime. Y'all, it's over for. It's over for. The 2-minute rant is now has ended. So, Daria, go ahead and let me know.
That was great. That was great.
How do you feel about this topic?
I agree with you 100%. I be going through it, and it sucks because like each month you go through it differently.
Right.
Like one month it may be worse. So take it away. Menopause versus period.
Menstruals.
Menstruals.
Mm-hmm.
Neither.
But I'd rather just not be bleeding.
No. I think because those hot flashes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so
I would drown my face in cold water.
I'm gonna have a big bucket the whole time, 24/7 next to me, because to get my body temperatures are like hot. So anything higher, I'm over here like I can't think. I
can't breathe.
So maybe I'll just go with the periods. Stick with that.
Fuck no. Get that blood out of here. I will say this though. I hate how your menstrual try to give you like warnings prior. You be wondering why, like, I'm not feeling good type vibe. But it's because it's on the way.
Like a week early, you get symptoms, and then you feel bad for 2 weeks out of the month, pretty much.
It's disgusting. it's just a disgusting feeling. I'm sorry.
For sure.
But it is what it is. You're a woman. That's what it means. And I mean, of course, we menstruate to ovulate. So that's how we have kids. That's why if you have a hysterectomy, you can't have kids no more because you no longer have the ability to menstruate. Okay, we're off that now, though. So we basically getting towards the end. I do have some a closing question for both of us to answer, though, before we get into, of course, the final game, 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. So, how do you express your creativity or pursue your passions? And, of course, I'll let you go first.
So I would say, like, to myself, to show creativity, it's kind of like, just do research, and I've been like kind of painting. So my ability to research and think about more questions, I feel like that's very important and a part of my creativity. I would say I haven't been able to fully showcase like my true creativity because I think it has to do with more of like people to people. And right now I'm just working more on getting this degree so that way I can be people to people.
Right.
So I would say yes. I want more opportunities to show my creativity. I'm just kind of like moving through life to do it. I guess I would say I'm just like planning so that way when it's time, it just flows out of me, you know?
Right. So I would say that musically, that's a way that I express myself creatively. And also, being a writer, because outside of being a songwriter, I am an upcoming author as well as a technical and professional writer with a master's degree in the.
Just gonna clap for that one.
And December 2024, you guys, I will be graduating with my second master's in public relations. So another hand clap. Hey!
Congratulations.
Yes. So y'all get ready, because next year we going to Egypt, Africa. So I will eventually have my friend Jordan on the Too Much to Handle podcast, and she's also going to be going to Egypt as well with us. So I'm so excited for her to come and let's talk about that too. Now, the next thing we're going to talk in this little closing thing is real quickly, I want to mention, since I did mention, me being a creative writer and a creative artist, that my book samples are now available on victorpublications.com. Again, that's victorpublications.com, my publishing company website. So y'all are able to now read the sample to my upcoming poetry book and the sample to my upcoming major book publication, which is Deleting Division, Adding Black Unity. Up, name drop, head clap. And then let's tell the poetry book name, which is Peaceful, Powerful, and Purposeful. Hey! Okay, the next thing though is we're gonna talk about some Atlanta moments real quick.
Okay.
I want to mention that I met Young Nudie, honey, the slime ball.
Look at my face right now.
Slime ball. I met Nudie at the Texaco on Boulder Crest, real EA, East Atlanta, activities.
I'm just gonna cry over here.
Daria is upset simply because I called this girl. I tried to FaceTime her before I pulled up. Because it was like, I seen while we're riding. I said, time to spin it back. Hold on. So that's literally what happened. But Daria didn't answer the phone.
And she will, every time, like every day she brings it up. She shows the picture. There's a picture.
Yeah, there is a picture. I'll make sure to include that, y'all. I will have the snippet of the picture.
She will.
Edited into the podcast.
I'm shocked you don't have it blown up in your room.
You're funny. But shout out to Nudie. I love all Georgia natives, y'all. From Nudie to Ray Charles, it don't matter who. If you're from Georgia, you have my love and my respect. Shout out Outkast. We can keep going. Who else you want to shout out?
Don't get you.
Don't bring you in it. She's funny. You want to mention an Atlanta moment of yours?
Okay. I was gonna do. That one's good.
Yeah.
Okay. It was my birthday.
Yeah.
And where were we at?
Bar Vegan.
And I was just doing my thing, sitting, and Tara goes, "I think that's Hitman Holla."
Yeah.
I said, "Huh?" I said, "Oh my god!" And he said, "Happy birthday" to me,
yes,
and I think he was with his friend.
He was with a friend, and the friend said happy birthday as well.
So I'm famous. You see me out there, that's fine. They need to
bring us on Wildin' Out. Petition to get us on Wildin' Out, y'all. Because that would be so fun.
Yes.
And we'll get to see DC. We'll get to see 85 South Show, basically. Yes. DC, Carlos, Chico. We love y'all too, or whatever. And I just want to mention that I was on the Netflix 85 South Show special. I was in the audience, y'all. I was there for that. Here in Atlanta, don't play. So when y'all watch that, be like, oh yeah, Tara's in the audience. And then Marco... and then also be like, oh my goodness, they're funny. But Marco, who was on the second episode of Too Much to Handle, he is credited on that. So if y'all rewatch it, you'll see DeMarco Hooper, which is Marvel Marco.
What episode was it?
Mostly known. It's not an episode. It's the Netflix special.
Okay,
it's on Netflix. The 85 South Show Netflix special. Okay, though. So the last closing remark before we do 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 is that we're both vegetarians and we have never mentioned that. So let's real quickly talk about that. I want to first say that I was inspired to transition my health lifestyle by Dr. Sabi, and then followed by Tabitha Brown, because she also from the South, even though I'm a Georgia peach and she from North Carolina. She's a Carolina girl. But Dr. Sabi is, of course, like the health guru, the king of this. Long live that king and all the great advice he has given about sea moss and alkaline vegetables and natural spring water and such. But I will say I did decide to be vegan I did decide to be vegetarian before becoming vegan because of cheese.
Literally.
Now talk about your journey.
Oh, you don't want to talk more about cheese? I love cheese. My journey actually was very influenced by Tara. Seeing her like lifestyle and her just like telling me different things. I'm like, wait, what? My stomach. And actually, I think eating started getting like a task for me, in a sense. Like my stomach would hurt after each meal, and I would just like think about what Tara was telling me. I'm like, I just ate that. My stomach hurts. Boom, boom, boom. And one week I was just like, let me try to cut this off for a week. See how I feel. Boom, boom, boom. And I felt so like good. I was able to eat meals to the point where I was just like, it's going to be a lifestyle. So I've been doing like my own research and still getting information from Tara, and I will never ever go back.
Right. I do not want to go back. And let's be honest, we both from the South, so we know y'all gonna still be busting out that 6-piece all flats from American Deli.
I'm gonna be looking.
Do what you do. I feel like I'll never be the type of person to like tell somebody what to do, but also be aware though. Like it's nothing wrong with doing different things in moderation. So yeah, just be conscious and aware, because like, let me go on and just drop this knowledge. A lot of the candies and chips, y'all need to be reading, because you don't need to be buying nothing with these chemical dyes, red 40s, yellow 1 and blue 6 and all those stuff. Don't be buying that, and definitely don't be feeding it to your children, please.
The drinks, the food, none of that.
Yes, let's watch out for our babies, for sure. Okay, though, let's get into the 0.
Can I add something?
Okay,
because it's something that we kind of talked about earlier. Do you like regret that you had meat in your system in your lifetime?
Well, I can't regret that simply because I'm from the South.
Yeah.
I can't help how I was raised. And of course, don't get it twisted. The food industry in America don't want y'all to know anything, because they want to make money. The reason they dye y'all food is so they can save money instead of actually just getting something like strawberries in a strawberry candy or whatever, because strawberries ain't cheap or whatever. So the dye is way cheaper or whatever. But I will say that I don't regret it, but it's just like I said, I can't go back to that.
Yeah.
But what about you?
Yeah, same. I don't regret it. Very happy that I got to experience it.
That's very happy.
That means
that chicken had a hold.
I just want me a chicken wing so bad.
You're funny.
Nah, but
crab legs. All bad bitches love seafood.
No, I would say the only seafood I do miss is crab legs. Like, seafood wasn't that hard for me to be like, give up, but them crab legs. But
my last thing to let go was chicken. I literally went to Chick-fil-A and got a chicken sandwich, and then I went to Magic City and got some wings off flats.
Way to celebrate.
Don't play. I said, if I gotta go with a bang, baby. Hello, somebody. But Chick-fil-A, you still getting my coins with them waffle fries and that lemonade or the frosted lemonade. Come on now.
I'll still be there.
Oh, yeah, real quickly, I just want to say, Georgia, we gave y'all the best customer service fast food and the worst customer service fast food. Chick-fil-A and Waffle House. You welcome. Okay, 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. Of course, this is a game I created that has 2 categories, and each category has 3 topics. And for today's episode, I did travel destinations for one category and activities for one category. Okay. So we're going to start off with travel destinations. Miami. What we give it? 10 out of 10. Listen, because some of y'all be somebody's overrated. You just didn't have fun when you went.
Yep.
Or you went when it was raining.
Yep.
You should have checked the weather report.
You didn't plan ahead.
Right. Because like people will go just wanting to have fun. Have activities already. Come on now. And I'm going to be honest. Anywhere there's water, go jet skiing.
Yes.
And then you'll love it.
You'll be on a jet ski ride.
You'll love it. Okay, another travel destination. We're going to say Seattle. What we giving Seattle?
0 out of 10.
We giving, I'm sorry to my sis, hope you don't watch this, but we giving Seattle a 0 out of 10. Yeah, y'all got legal weed, but that's all y'all got. It's so boring there to me. Right. And it's not enough black people.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would never live there.
You gotta be a nature like girly or a nature guy to like that.
Yeah. I am a nature girly, but see, it's the people. No offense if you from Seattle or like live in Seattle, it's the people for me. This is a little different, and that's why.
And I'm gonna be honest though, Seattle, y'all know this. A lot of serial killers are from the state of Washington. In the United States of America. So let's just be honest. Let's just be honest about the things. Okay, for the last travel destination, we're gonna go with, because I was gonna say Atlanta, but since we're here, we're not gonna do Atlanta. We're not gonna do Atlanta, but we just go on and give Atlanta a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Out of respect or whatever. But we'll finish off with
love you, Atlanta.
And as we'll finish off with Orlando, sis. That's where you're at.
Okay. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. I'm
giving Orlando a 10 out of 10 simply because of Winter Park Biscuit Company.
Shout out sponsors.
Literally. Since I am, a vegetarian as well as Daria, we live for some good vegetarian and vegan options. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll say 10 out of 10. I do live there.
And I mean, all the theme parks are there as well.
Yeah. I don't be going in theme parks unless there's like somebody in town usually.
I'm gonna be honest, I would like to go like a lot if I could. I just don't like that there's people there.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I could just be there by myself. Rich people, reach out to me when y'all go for y'all kids' birthday party.
Oh, then me too. Because they were having the whole park. I will push the little kids
down. And I'm like, hey, do the fireworks. Do the fireworks at the council. For real. Okay. Now we're getting into the second category, which is activities. Okay. Bow. First activity we're going with swimming.
Well, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Because the pool.
I love it. I love any water activity.
Get cute and get in the water.
Right. And then that's when it's literally okay for people to see that ass.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally, you can't help you got on a bathing suit. And you can't help you got on a bathing suit and that Georgia peach is peaching. Come on now. But the second activity, okay, jet skiing, which we just was talking about.
1,001 out of 10. I'm a professional jet skier.
Out of 10. No, listen. How you a professional?
Not too loud on me. But I'm a professional, don't play.
I wish, listen. Anybody wanted to give away a jet ski? Like, they was like, I don't want this an old one. Cause drop it off to me. I'll go right to Miami right now and be on the water. Okay, the last activity we're gonna go with exercising.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, even though my effort is 0 out of 10.
Wait, okay, this is cool because I was gonna tell you. I don't know, like, if I told you, but I actually like started like running, like, so I can run a mile. I'm trying to get to 3 miles. Yeah, it's hard. That thing is
even
hard.
though I know people gonna be like, well, swimming could be a form of exercising, but I'm speaking in the general aspect. Like she said, running, which is cardio and whatever else, Pilates and everything else.
And okay, so when I go to the pool, I'm not over here like Michael Phelps in it. Okay, I'm probably playing mermaid or like doing a flip.
Michael Phelps even on the sideline now. That man already rich.
Literally,
I see him at the Olympics though. So let's just shout out all the Olympians and who have received gold and silver and bronze. We're so proud of y'all. Yay. Let's name drop. We're going to say Sha'Carri Richardson, Simone Biles, Jordan. I can't think of Jordan's last name right now, but she's also a gymnast. And then, of course, LeBron James, don't play. Kevin Durant's on the basketball as well, and all them, Stephen Curry. Yeah, let's get somebody from track men, no allows. Okay. So yeah, shout out to all of y'all out there, proving your athletic abilities. Yeah. Okay though. So that was the end of the 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 game. And that's the end of this episode. Too Much to Handle podcast with Tara Love and my lovely co-host for episode 4, Daria Duhart. Thank you for being my guest and co-host.
Thank you for having me again. Yes. And I hope to be on here again.
Yes. And to all viewers, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, like, comment. And I'm Tara Love, signing off. That's too much to handle. Hey.
Ask me who I am, I'll say the baddest. I'm too much to handle, that's been established.